So, 15,000 gems and 149 eggs and a lizard? We're so close and yet nowhere near close in the gem department. How are we going to open this portal? Well, hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and let's see what Zoe has to say on the matter.
This portal has been sealed with the strongest magic I've ever seen. You'll need all the dragon eggs and all the gems from each world to break the seal.
You don't say. But, well, we collected every gem in every world and we're nowhere close to 15,000 and we're still missing an egg. So, what could we possibly do to rectify that? Well, I suppose the Easter egg hunt begins, and it begins with, money bags. Come to think of it, we have spent a lot of money on this journey. Maybe you can help.
Don't worry, Spyro. I won't be needing any more of your money. Now, don't look so surprised. I found one of the dragon eggs, and I'm going to sell it for a fortune back in Avalar. Why are you looking at me like that? I've got to be going now. Toodles!
Yep, first of all, a text box closes by itself. Second, you chase him, you flame him, you get back all of the bastard money you gave him over the course of this journey. Every last twist and turn, where he swindled us, where he lied to us, where he stood behind locked doors and made us pay for the way in. All of that bullshit, we finally get to have some comeuppance. And look at how quickly we're getting all our money back. 25s, 10s. Look, our totals are skyrocketing, and also, I was playing dumb this entire time. I already showed you the atlas. There's another egg in Midnight Mountain. And yes, that's this one. We're rescuing it from this poaching bastard who's going to sell a live baby dragon for a novelty in Avalar. How fucking scummy do you have to get? Sir, you must perish. You're so despicable, I'm running out of things to shout at you while I kill you.
Drat! Double drat! Drat! Oh, I never knew dragons were so fast. That's it, I give up. I'm retiring to Spooky Swamp to become a haiku poet.
And that's no better than you deserve, given how much you hate haiku poetry by your own admission. And so we get AI, or Al. It's another Jared Leto Durgan. And with that, we are finally up to the required totals. 149 eggs, 15,000 gems. We can finally open this game's super portal, and honestly I'd be surprised if you didn't see it coming, because, I mean, right at the end of Spyro 2, Elora forced Moneybags to give all the treasure back, so this time we got to do it by our own hand, which is even better. Is that not the most satisfying thing? And you can sort of see why they want to put this portal all the way up there. So, what have we unlocked? The Super Bonus Round. Brilliant name. You're just there to zap me, apparently. But before we go into there, let's just take a moment to appreciate the Atlas. And I'm not talking about the... Okay, first of all, that's appeared. I'm not sure if that appeared after beating the Sorcerer's Sword until just now, but... Spoilers, as a super bonus world. We can now Atlas Warp, although you can't do it from this screen, you have to go to one of these screens and then press square to warp. We earned that from Bugbot Factory. But first, let's have a look at the skill points, because, okay, this is how it's listed. I forgot about this. So Sunny Villa, done all of that. Molten Crater, done all of that. Seashell Shore, we did that. You've seen me do all of this. Admittedly, the Frozen Altars one was a stroke of genius on my part, because I didn't think I'd be able to do it, and then I did it. And as I said before, this is the first time in my life that I have completed every single one of these skill points. There's 20 altogether, 4 pages of 5, and it's not easy. So, before we go into the super bonus world, first of all, we have 149 out of 148 eggs, which, yeah, 37 out of 36 eggs, and it's a bit squonky. So yeah, we're 111% complete in Midnight Mountain, and I believe, certainly in the version of the game that I played, the initial European non-greatest hits release, whenever you enter Midnight Mountain from now on, it will say gems 400 out of 400, but it will not say level complete, because we have 6 out of 5 eggs, and if you have anything other than 5 out of 5, then that doesn't count as complete in the HUD's eyes. Anyway, let's have a look at the epilogue, because this is the first time I've seen all of this. So this is, I recognize this much so far, so closure on Icy Peak, closure on Haunted Tomb, the squids, this is why I was saying the squid boarding thing relates to the skill points, this is why. Bentley getting a bit of comeuppance from the moles. This always entertained me because they are dressed opera style, and I believe this is where it stops if you don't have all the skill points. And again, more karma for Moneybags. okay, yeah, this is new stuff. I've never seen this before in my life, and but Princess Amy was already. But this isn't flirtation. This is just friendliness pellets. Good. Happy for you, Deputy Holiday. Which reminds me, in Dino Mines, I think it was Deputy Holiday, the one that was in the water tunnel. For years, I thought that was a dolphin. No, it's one of the rabbits, but with a fishbowl on his head. I'm an idiot. And oh, hey, it's the previous guys. Because, of course, the sorceress is completely dead and gone, but Ripto and Gnasty are still around, or maybe they're not. Well, according to this, they are, and just... This will re-emerge as Crop Circle Country in Spyro 4, and we don't talk about Spyro 4. Precious. Just, I love everything about this image. And, oh, but I'm not done yet. Also, Evening Lake, good choice of background. So, that's it. That's the complete epilogue, so all that remains to be done is, well, I did say, and this remains to be true, we may have beaten the final boss, but the game does not let up with the difficulty. The super bonus round is no walk in the park. But before we get started on that, a little bit of story. Also, there's more gems. And, in case you can't infer, there might be another egg here.
Hey, you finally made it, Spyro. Hunter was a little worried about you when you went off to fight the sorceress, but I always knew you'd beat her. This place is where the sorceress kept all her treasure. But after she was defeated, a bunch of thieves came and stole it. If you can catch the thieves, you're more than welcome to keep the treasure.
And so this is why this game goes up to 100, I think it's 120, no, Spyro 1 is 120, this is 117%, because there's a shit ton of gems here, and there's one last egg to bring us up to a grand sum total of 150. And that should not have been as easy as that, but the thief decided to run towards me for some reason. Now, the music you're hearing here is the canonical music for the super bonus round. It just so happens that in this version of the game, before the Greatest Hits release, this also played in Lost Fleet. I never questioned this as a child, but officially it's the super bonus round music and not Lost Fleet, even though it fits Lost Fleet so well. Like, it's got that instrument that sounds like a bunch of alarm clocks. That just fits Lost Fleet, don't even question it. So, the gimmick here is there are a lot of locked doors. You slow down. There's a lot of locked doors and a lot of thieves, and every time you defeat a thief, you get a shit ton of gems. Like, there's a crazy number going on here. Like, it's like the gimmick of Spyro 1's opening cutscene, but ramped up to 50,000, because that was like, ooh, 12,000, maybe 14,000. Well, we came here on 15,000, and look, we need at least 20,000 to open this door, and I believe that is the final one, so our final total should be 20,000. And there's a lot going on here, because there are those thieves, there's gems lying around. This door requires 17,000. There's a door over there, which I'm guessing probably requires, okay, 16,000, which I'm assuming, spoilers, I've not done the research, I believe that's every gem that's lying around here, and all three of the thieves that, I'm assuming there are three, I've not seen a fourth one, but all of the gems that are just ambiently lying around, and the three thieves that are just running around at the moment, who seem to keep jumping towards me, and there's a green there that I ignored now. I don't know if the gems here are subject to the same glitch that they are in Fireworks Factory. I don't know if you can go above 20,000. If you can, that would only be because of mischievous goings-on in Fireworks Factory. Also, that there are sheep saucers flying around. Don't worry about those. We can't deal with those yet. Oh, there's fourth thief. That was surprisingly difficult to say. I'm surprised I got it my first try. There are 5 thieves. Okay, there's a bunch of thieves. Essentially, the super bonus round is a series of trials to make sure that you're worthy to get all the last bunches of treasure. And the first one is catch the thieves, and also incidentally just grab the money that's just lying around. 18,500. As you can tell, destroying the sheep saucers will be one of the trials we have to overcome, but that's a while off yet. I predict we're going to take at least 2 episodes to clean up here, but we are over 16,000, so also, by the way, the pink gack is a little bit deadly. Like, it counts like acid, like in Lost Fleet. Anyway, that's our first trial complete, so we can head through the 16,000 door. I don't see why you'd particularly want to head through the 16,000 door, but that is the thing. Hang on. Okay, Sparks isn't reacting, so yeah, we've got all the gems that are lying around. Yeah. Not all of the trials are in the super bonus trial grounds. And hey, it's Hunter. How are your legs?
Hi, Spyro. Did you see Bianca? She was really worried about you when you went off to fight the sorceress. It was pretty funny. She tries to play it cool, but she was scared stiff until you came back safe.
I ship it.
I just finished fixing up an old submarine. Why don't you try taking it for a spin?
Hunter, please make up your mind how you feel about moisture. Because first of all, you don't like getting your fur wet, and then you train a manta ray twice, once before, once after, and then you build a fucking submarine? What's your deal?
Great! Hop aboard!
Great, I'll grab my sub. Anyway, the parallels with Lost Fleet continue, because it's just this, again, I guess this time I'll do it at regular speed, because you've not seen the layout of the area yet. Now, you do need to keep them in your line of sight, otherwise it won't lock on, but same rules as in Lost Fleet continue to apply here, just... there we go. Again, the prize is not eggs, it's just gems. But gems by the shit ton, you know, banana is by the each. It's a bit cray-cray, and it's really satisfying to a completionist. Also, try not to drive into walls. There's no penalty for doing so, it's just a bit of a hassle. Get suffered. And also, I mean, this wasn't really an issue before, but because we're getting a load of gems at once, they all, like, once you destroy a submarine, all the gems that it contains... First of all, are gems piloting the submarines? They all magnetize towards you, so there are no gems lying around in here as well. You just need to worry about destroying the submarines. That's our next trial. And I would quite happily take this trial over the next one, because I hope I'm not the only one who hates the next trial, because the next one is garbage. And I'm probably going to have to do it in this episode. Because as I said, I think this is going to take 2 episodes, and this is one of those episodes. Well, I suppose technically the first trial is Moneybags, but I believe well, I'm not sure. I want to say Moneybags appears once you beat the sorceress. But it could be only when you've got 148 eggs. I might be wrong. I think it's when you beat the sorceress. Same goes for the epilogue. That doesn't appear in Atlas until after, because obviously the story's not over until you beat the sorceress, and so you can't have an epilogue until the story has ended. And that's sort of proving how you don't have to aim at the submarine. You can just intercept them. Which brings me on to Harry Hill's TV Burps TV highlight of the week. No, what is it with, like, 2000s American entertainment and the phrase "head them off at the pass"? What does that even mean? Like, it's in Sonic Adventure, I've heard it in other things too, and I think it sounds dumb. Like, I hate that expression, I hate the phrase nest egg. Like, as opposed to what? Buried in the sand egg because we're all secretly wizard people? Wizard people! I was going to talk about tortoises, and then it sort of turned into lizards, but with like in furry talk, and then that turned into wizards. Furry wizards with scales. Scaly wizards? Sure. Can this submarine please stop having a Macango? Please stop swinging the golden Macango at me. Why must you turn? See, because this one goes back and forth like a horseshoe pattern, it's almost better to just, like, don't even bother trying to lock on, because you're never going to have a leg. Or you could just wait from a distance. I've literally never tried that before. Anyway, that's every single gem that's in here, because I think you can come in here, like, in the water and charge around, but there is nothing to be gained from doing so. However, that, like, did the next door need 17,000? I already don't remember. Well, I guess we'll head out and see what the next door requires. I'm sort of... Submarine, please. I'm sort of hoping that it has a ludicrous requirement that's well and above what we have, because I don't like the next challenge. I don't know, well, I would say I don't know what accent that is. I know exactly what accent that is, and it's not my native tongue. Yep. Oh dear. This fuck can eat a canoe and seas?
Check it out. This is the world's fastest turbo snowboard course. The local champions are the Sasquatch Six, a gang of Yetis on souped-up snow discs. I bet that you could outrace the lot of them. If you win, we get a huge pile of treasure. If you lose, I have to slick down the whole course with my tongue. So, ready to race?
I was expecting to say Sasquatches on steroids, but I'm sure that wouldn't get into a Peggy 3 game. Because fuck you and your E ratings, it's Peggy, bitch! It's Britney, bitch, except it's Peggy.
Right on! Just don't lose, or my tongue's gonna be a popsicle.
So, the parallels with Lost Fleet continue. Also, I finally learned my lesson. In order to do a twisted lemon/lime, it does actually require, you need to do multiple rotations. Like, doing one rotation, like, it's one twisted lemon or lime for every 2 rotations. But that one at the beginning is good for getting a shit ton of boost really early on. However, the thing with this course is it's not just about getting all, like, boosty-woosty and speedy-weedy. If you fall off the course, that's an instant fail, so don't do that. But yeah, that is the biggest node of difficulty here, so be aware. Also that. Well, at least I got to keep the missile, but... ugh. I don't like this. I hate this mission so much. It's just generally not fun, and I'm surprised that I've been doing so well with keeping my boost meter up, because, like, it's so easy to fall behind. I guess having the, doing the whole twisted lemon-lime situation helps a lot. And actually, I don't know if it is an instant fail if you fall off the course, but it might as well be, because look how fast these bitches run. Now I know how the bunny runs. There you go, I fell. Like a tower in France. Except the Eiffel Tower is still standing, it sounds like the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, we're still in 5th after 2 laps. On the plus side, you get to keep all the treasure that you get on the course along the way, but... it's win or nothing. So, just do a bunch of twisted limes right at the start, boost, and do a load of tricks, and that helps. Somehow I shot up to... okay, we were in 6th. I murdered the guy in 5th, and that somehow put me up into 4th for a moment, and it wasn't until I questioned it that the game caught on. Me and my big leonine mouth, or leonine if you prefer. But yes, if you do a load of twisted lemons and limes, then you do get a fat wodge of boosties, but you're also going to need to do a fair bit of course exploration if you even want to have a hope of getting all the gems.
I think my tongue is frozen. You better not lose again.
I don't want to have to be Spyro just for having to wait for Hunter to get around the entire course. And does that count all the alternative routes as well, or... speed up, montage activate. What? Ah, son of a fuck. Oh, you have no idea how good that felt after years of torment and dreading this mission.
Yes! You schooled them like a bunch of frost-bitten, flat-footed, molasses-eating, lead-pants-wearing, cross-eyed glacier trolls riding slabs of plywood with sandpaper on the bottom! And we won some shiny stuff, too.
Holy fucking shit. And furthering the parallels with Lost Fleet, the treasure chest from Lost Fleet, and also the tools from one of the Gateway to Glimmer levels, I think? Anyway, a couple of things to bear in mind. First of all, there might be a course record here. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just here to get the last of the gems. Second, I believe, from what I could gather from that, when you defeat the Yetis, they stay dead, and each one is color-coded to represent, like, its designation within the race. So the red one is, like, the fastest one. Red is going to be number 1. And there were several occasions within that speed-up montage, where, like, that happened. The thing I was reacting to when I started this thought, where Spyro would, like, not react to the fact that I was holding down the triangle button so he wouldn't do any tricks or whatever. So, I believe you could hypothetically stay here and grind for the course record, and according to Sparks, yep, there are more gems here. You will have seen me collect them in that speed-up montage. That's the majority of the reason why I left all of that footage in, just so you could see me get every single gem that's here. And yep, there are more back there, so I guess we'll just keep doing laps until we find them. Well, here's one. Is that it? I think that is it, because Sparks seems to have stopped reacting, so quit race. Yeah, there might be a course record. I don't know. I don't really care. It's not in the atlas. We don't need to worry about it, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's not listed here, so if it exists, I might come back for it in the next episode, but no. Anyway, yeah, Sparks stopped reacting. We've got all the gems here, so for now, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, we'll continue our voyage through the super bonus rounds and see what's behind door number 3 for trial number 3, whatever it may be. Yee.